Welcome to the second edition of General Driving, driving in general. And we again are going to basically cover as much as possible, not just any subject, but as many subjects as we can. Well, let's get started. Again, looking around us, making sure it's safe, indicating. I am parked fully on the curb because that's what it's like around where I am in Mottingham. I'm coming off the curb now, on the lower part of the curb, so you shouldn't feel anything. Okay. I'm actually following a sat-nav at the moment. When it says turn right after 200 yards, if you don't know what 200 yards is, just take a quick look at the sat-nav with the blue line telling you where to go.
Turn next right, then take the next left turn.
And if you went the wrong way, it wouldn't matter, because you can't fail for going the wrong way. Also, it's safer to go the wrong way sometimes if you're in the wrong lane.
Turn next left, then take the next left turn. Turn next left.
There's a bit of roadworks going on. Now, somebody should let you out, but they don't have to. We're going to see. There you go. So again, you don't want to get too close to the vehicle in front of you, so you want to leave a 2-second gap in the dry. And if it rains, then you double that. And the way you do that is when they go past a solid object, so it could be a parked car, could be a lamppost. So let's do the parked car. So 1, 2, I'm going past it 2 seconds after they've gone past it, so that's 2 seconds. That's perfect. That's the minimum. You can go further back than that, but you don't need to. They're indicating to go around, but they're a larger vehicle, so they would have to indicate to go around because it's not obvious what they're doing. So we just, as you can see, I didn't really steer to go around him. I just went straight past him. The larger the vehicle, the further back you stay, because then you can see a clearer view of the road ahead. You can't fully see the road ahead, but you can see a clearer view. So that bus is indicating to turn right. I can't go past it because there's not enough space, so I'm going to slow down and get ready to stop behind it. Nope, he's gone. Now check the crossing out. No one's crossing. You carry on. So we're coming up to a roundabout where we're going to go left first to exit at a mini roundabout. Okay, you do have to indicate. So you mirror signal left, then you slow it down. You always slow down towards the roundabout, no matter the size. You have a look, see what they're doing, and go if it's safe. Okay, the next roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead. And when you're going straight ahead, a mini roundabout, you do not indicate. This time we're stopping because there's a car coming from the right. And now they've gone, we can go. And as I was saying, you slow down towards any roundabout. You slow down towards any roundabout, regardless of the size or the speed limit. You should always approach it as if you're going to stop. And the reason for that is because when you slow down and approach it as if you're going to stop, if you do have to stop, it's not an emergency to do that. You can do it gracefully. If you approach it too fast, then you're slowing down when you do have to stop, which you're not sure at the moment, at the time of doing it. It will become an emergency. It's going to be quite a harsh break for you to get to the stopping. So it's all about planning. So at the traffic lights, I'm going to turn right. I'm going to ignore the sat nav and turn right. It's going to tell me to go straight. I'm going to go right. That's a filter light. What you can see, the green arrow is a filter light. If I were going straight, then I'd have to wait, but I don't have to stop now. See, if I've gone through a light, I've gone through a light that's just changed. Now, when you go through a light that's just changed, it's like going around a bus that's just started indicating as you're going past it. You can't stop because it's not safe to stop. If you stop, then it's going to be an emergency stop and it's not safe. So what you've got to do is keep going. That doesn't mean to say go through a red light. I did not go through a red light. I was already past the line when the lights had changed. Again, I'm going to ignore the sat nav. So you get these yellow signs with the blue arrows in them that tell you which side of the island to pass them. And as you can see, the road bears round to the right. If you look at the line on the floor, if you have to cross a line, then you're going the wrong way. So you're going onto a different road. But if you follow the road round to where it does go, you won't be crossing any lines. Or shouldn't be. So again, we're just focusing on what's ahead of us and not to our left and right. Because if we look to our left and right, then we're going to start heading towards our left and right because your hands will follow your eyes. Okay.
Turn next left.
So as the road gets tighter, you go slower. Okay, you don't want to go flying through a tight gap. So it's getting tighter. So I'm using my brake a little, but not too much. I don't want to go excessively slow. Start braking again. This time this guy's stopping, so I'll stop. Okay, he doesn't need to indicate. I don't know why he's indicating. Because we're meeting traffic, you don't indicate when you're meeting traffic, you just check your right mirror and carry on. Okay. If we was parked up, we'd indicate, but we're not parked up, we're just waiting for the traffic. It's obvious what you're doing, so you don't need to indicate. Left at the lights, checking my mirrors, signalling. You see the speed limit change just above the post box there. Stop so I can see the wheels touching the floor. Even if I wasn't going left, if I was going straight, I'd still be in the left lane because the right lane's just for turning right or overtaking. You will see an arrow pointing straight in the right lane. Sometimes you can go straight in the right lane, but that's if you're first in line. So if you're behind that black car that's turning right at the lights, you'd be stuck behind him. Therefore, you can't go straight ahead unless he's left you enough space. But that's why we choose the left lane. Sorry about the sunlight, guys. There's not really much I can do about that. Okay, it's about to go into one lane. The reason I'm in the right lane here is because there is no right turn. So I can't stay in the right lane because you can only go straight ahead. It does merge. So you'll see an arrow on the floor for me to move over to my left. You see it? I don't need to indicate unless there's a car not letting me in. which rarely happens. So we kind of fall into place, one behind the other. And then when it splits into 2 lanes, I will move back to the left lane again. So as you can see, it's splitting, so I can move over. I don't need to indicate. If I left it too late to move over, then I would indicate, but I've done it quite early, so it should be alright. So I stop before the line. I don't block the crossing, although it's a green light. I stop before the line. And that's in case the lights change. So now the traffic's moving, I check the lights, make sure they're still green, and then I can go ahead. Stop so I can see the wheels touching the floor. Remember, this is general driving. This is nothing to do with gear changing, automatic, manual, whatever. This is to do with just general driving, general rules of the road. I will be bringing out some videos on different subjects like roundabouts, dual carriageways, positioning, and etc. So look out for those. So if you can see a few cars down, there's a white Mini that wants to move into this lane. In this situation, you just let them in. There's no point. There really is no point. Someone's going to let him in, so you just kick back. You see, someone's already letting him in. It looks like this van next to me wants to do it as well, but he's not indicating, so we won't let him in. He hasn't indicated, but the way he's driving seems like he wants to move it in. You'll see his indicator. There you go. You see, it's just because he was just far too close to the line, to my side, to want to be going straight ahead, and he was holding back quite a bit. That's how you can tell he was thinking about moving into this lane. It's not a problem. Just good to know, isn't it? But it hasn't affected my journey at all. So we're going to go left at the lights. And you're going to see people cutting into the lane, as you can see right now. Oh, that was a bit naughty. You see people going left and right to avoid these bumps, but you don't have to do that. As long as you slow down for them, you're fine. I mean, you could do it if you can get away with it, if there's no one that's going to be affected by your movements. But you're better off just slowing down for them, especially in this sort of traffic. Because what is the point? You're not going anywhere any faster, so there's no point in trying to race over them too fast. So what we do is we brake a little before the bump, but we don't brake on the bump. We don't accelerate on the bump either. I don't have to let this person go. And if you did, you could probably fail your test for it. So, unless he jumped in front of you, but you can't react to something that hasn't happened. So he didn't try and jump in front of me, so that's why I didn't brake for him. So this is important, that you don't react to things that haven't happened. So it's okay to think that it might happen, but don't react to it unless it does happen.